Today is all about the rhythm, all about the flow, because it's qualifying in Qatar. We're under the floodlights for a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow. Wherever you are in the world, you're very welcome.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go. They're currently 5th. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change. All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track. Okay, Zhu's behind you now. Okay, so their best lap time, 1:26.9, and that's P13. Vesti ahead. Right, their best lap time, 1:26.5. They're currently 16th. They're in second. Right, their best lap, 1:24.0. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Piastri, Alonso, Norris, Leclerc and Hamilton. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Albon, Fittipaldi and Vesti. And just behind us are Zhu, Verstappen and Russell. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:23.8. Fittipaldi ahead. Okay, so their best lap so far, 1:25.7. And we've dropped to P18. has just 30 seconds left in the session. Drop to P18.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. The Sail International was built for 2 wheels, but today we race on 4. It's a fast, flowing track, 3.3 miles, 16 turns, just the one DRS zone, but it is a long straight, and you can expect overtaking. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton, Sainz, Tsunoda, Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, Ricciardo, Behrman, Albon, Fittipaldi, Surfagard, Joe and Frederick Vesti. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. So, a sprint race today, and that means lights to flag, no stops. And how is that going to affect the driver behind the wheel?
Absolutely. So for today, there's no pit stop, or shouldn't be a pit stop anyway, if things go right, and you can forget about strategy. You're just driving today as fast as you can, make those overtakes if you need to, and that's what a sprint weekend's all about.
Formation lap gets underway ahead of today's sprint. It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole position. We're almost ready to start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid. with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 2.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums, they're in first. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Okay, so that's 17 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, clear. And some information on Leclerc. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. We've got 16 laps of fuel left, 16 laps. Okay, good work, great pass. rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Gap to your teammate ahead, 1.6 seconds. Get past here, use overtake, use overtake. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form, let's make the most of it. 11 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Piastri ahead. They're on fresh mediums. Fernando is behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 2.0 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Come on, just 3 laps to go, 3 laps. Okay, we've got 10 laps of fuel to go, 10 laps of fuel left. Somewhere on the MG UK. To manage this, we're going to need to lower our ERS deployment mode. Verstappen's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 1.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Your last lap time, 1 minute 28.2. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. Keep going. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Top job, mate. Top job. Yes. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you. Well done.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We will see you next time. Today is all about the rhythm, all about the flow, because it's qualifying in Qatar. We're under the floodlights for a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow. Wherever you are in the world, you're very welcome.
Standing by. We've got 32 laps of fuel left in the tank. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, so their best lap so far, 1 minute 26.6. Understood. Stopping this lap. And that's 30 laps of fuel remaining. So we've got 29 laps of fuel remaining. Right, so our best lap so far, 1:26.3.
Welcome to Losail International Circuit, still making its history in the early stages of its period on the Formula One calendar. It's time for the Qatar Grand Prix. Losail International was built for two wheels, but today we race on four. It's a fast, flowing track, 3.3 miles, 16 turns, just the one DRS zone, but it is a long straight, and you can expect overtaking. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hamilton, Surfer Girl, Leclerc, Sainz, Tsunoda, Behrman, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo, Fittipaldi, Joe, Vesti, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And so we welcome you to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this race, and it's going to be some race, is Anthony Davidson. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going? It feels like an obvious question, but I think everyone wants to know. At this stage, are you nervous or excited?
Probably at the start of a race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong? And how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position. Here we go then. The formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building.
as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring their planned strategies are all in place.
Ahead. Okay, we've got 37 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, DRS is now available. Verstappen's ahead of you, less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 30.2. 36 laps of fuel left in the tank, 36 laps. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:28.3. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're sitting in 7th. And the time last lap, 1 minute 30.2. use your overtake button more, it's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Gap to your teammate behind, 5.6 seconds. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. Okay, mate, right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. Mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:27.9. this lap, give us the best in lap you can. Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. Okay, mate, picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please. Box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance and speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 12.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're currently 5th. Time last lap, 1:30.3. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Fernando's in the pits. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 8.3 seconds. Sainz is stopping now. our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. No rain expected for the time being. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. To your teammate behind, 9.1 seconds. Nice move, keep going. reserves of VRS, so let's try and use some more. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 28.9. Alright, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Okay, clear. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're currently 5th. Your last lap time, 1:31.9. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 7.6 seconds. Oh, it's unbelievable! It is unbelievable! We've done it! We've done it! There were times this season where I didn't think that would happen, but mate, you have pulled it out of the bag and you are the world champion!
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had, and congratulations to the whole team.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out onto the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.